Libra, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are good, having a blessed day. I'm going to see what wants to come out. If this reading does resonate with you, like, share and subscribe. It's always greatly appreciated. First card out, the Ace of Cups. Okay, the overall energy of this reading is less force, more flow. There could be some resistance when it comes to answering the call, to jumping into your passions, your purpose, some kind of path that you've been guided to step onto. This feels like something that you know is meant for you, something that is going to be a catalyst to a lot of inner growth. There's some kind of vulnerable feeling about these changes that are coming up. It feels like you can feel these intense changes pending. There's this kind of energy of suspense. Yeah, you're right. Tower, the star. Yeah, you're right. It's like, yeah, these are huge changes, huge tower situations coming up. It's going to shake up your world. It's going to shift your reality. It's going to push you out of your comfort zone. But these are all beautiful, passionate changes, things connected to your dreams. Nine of Cups, Ace of Wands. Let go of the weight. Trust. It's like disrespectful to yourself, to your guides, to your ancestors, to your intuition, to fight the feeling. Don't fight the feeling. Yeah, Eight of Cups. This could affect your health physically if not addressed. There's a fire within you that wants to be ignited, that wants to be expressed. There's a side of yourself that maybe you're not fully embracing. For whatever reason this is. Maybe it's because of some kind of judgment in terms of family. Or it's like, what are other people going to think if you do follow your intuition? Who cares what they think? Nine of Pentacles, when this is what it's leading to. It's a choice. Do you want to live a life that's not really you to cater what others think and feel? Or do you want to have what you truly deserve? It may mean going alone. Maybe you're the only one that believes in yourself, 33 past. Like, something needs to be mastered by you and by you alone. It feels like this is what's causing the anxiety. Maybe there's no one around you that can really relate to what you're going through right now. How you see yourself, spiritual warrior. We get what we look for. It's like, put down the boxing gloves. Don't create a need to fight. It's like, if two people are having a fight, that's a fight. If one person's trying to fight someone who's not fighting, it's like you can't fight yourself. It's like if the other person pulls out, steps away, isn't involved, they've just pulled that energy out. It's like cutting that fuse. What's coming through? Freedom fighter, what are you fighting for? And maybe it could be in any kind of way, but it's like wanting to, it feels like your current energy, you may have got into that place of having to push on, where it's become that dominant behavior. You're being asked to let go, enjoy yourself. This could be causing some dissatisfaction, getting into grinding mode, worrying about what's coming, how you're going to be able to navigate through certain changes. The world. There's no way to know how you're going to navigate through certain changes. There's no way to know if you're going to cope. There's no way to know if you can handle your dreams, but is that a reason to not go after them? Find out when you get there, be okay with that. Do what you can to be okay with that. It may mean cutting cords with people and protecting your energy from certain individuals that don't see your vision, or that are maybe talking down your vision, or feeding some kind of negative narrative into your ideas. Be mindful about who you're communicating with. Certain communications need to come to an end. This does feel like friendships or acquaintances. But in order for you to overcome certain obstacles, that thing of we are the people that we're around, is that we begin to mirror, we begin to kind of morph into those people. You'll have similar, like a similar pay or a similar lifestyle, similar cars, similar social environments, similar, like it's like you become what you invest in energetically. What are you investing in? Is somebody caught up in complaining? Is somebody caught up in something's coming through about someone putting you down to lift themselves up? That crabs in a barrel kind of mentality. Walk away from individuals or anything that's not serving you right now. There's a lot of things that you're going to need to focus on in the near future that are connected to your dreams, where you're going to want to have your eye on the ball. No frivolous distractions. Take action on cutting cords with these things before something happens where you're left with no option, and it also affects something else. It feels like, the world again. It's coming through very clear. Some of you have been getting the same message to cut cords with certain individuals, to step away from certain individuals, which isn't actually the same thing. Like, you can be around someone and cut cords with them from the way that you once related to them, and heal that relationship, how you relate to them, and start that again. But it feels like you're actually being asked to move away from certain individuals, and this may be something that's been coming through to you for months, for years, the same thing, that spiral staircase kind of thing, meeting the lesson over and over. It feels like being burnt. Keep being burnt by the same individuals, keep having the same anxiety, the same confusion, feeling stuck, feeling like you're not really in your own energy. It's like Spirit's like, this doesn't even need to be addressed, this doesn't need to be spoken about, this doesn't need to be highlighted. You know what this is. You've been thinking about it. Trust your intuition. It's time to let go of whatever these people, places or things are. You could be seeing 1313 a lot. You already know, you've already known. You could have been knowing this for a long, long time. It's like, don't wait. What are you waiting for? Don't wait to find out the evidence. Don't wait to get burned. Don't wait to relive the same thing you've already lived. Don't wait to see if somebody's changed after they keep proving to you that they haven't. Believe who they are when they show you the first time, or believe who they are when you are shown who they are the first time. Can I get some commit? There is no other thing. Commit to your purpose. Commit to answering the call. What are you being guided to do right now? What are you being guided to create? What are you being guided to address within yourself? Matters of the heart, matters of the mind. What are you being asked to commit to? It's like, we are what we believe in, but we're more so what we do every day. It's like there's a lot of people that believe in certain ways of being, or that will practice certain religions or practices, spiritual practices, but it's not really, even though they believe in it, it's not how they carry themselves in their personal life, in their home life. It's like, practice what you preach. Something here is going to mean a huge commitment. it may mean like you being okay with this being a lifelong commitment, potentially, in terms of what you choose to value, what you choose to put first, prioritize. The Lovers. You choose your life, you create your life. Feels like you're in the middle of designing that right now. You're being asked to start living the life you dream of. What can you do every day to confirm you're already living that dream? What do you want to feel? What do you want to smell? What do you want to invest in? What do you want to wear? What do you want to experience? What kind of energy do you want to be around? Nine of Pentacles. You could be feeling a very strong pull back to old situations, things that have already cleared out. These things aren't coming up because you're going backwards or because that's the way to go. They're coming up to show you they're over, that something doesn't resonate, that you can't go back to it and be comfortable even if you tried. Have patience, don't worry. Take time to rest, plan your next steps, a prudent investment of time or money. Wishes come true, dreams fulfilled, a magical time of life. Guys, you got the smoking caterpillar, number 11. Could we see lots of ones, lots of threes? In the story, when she finally got out of the White Rabbit's house and shrank to 3 inches size, Alice met a blue caterpillar who was smoking a hookah on top of a mushroom. Their conversation got off to a bad start as the insect turned out to be judgmental and lecturing. However, Alice received 2 interesting pieces of advice during this meeting. The first was she should not get angry. The second was eating bites of the mushroom would make her grow or shrink again. Meaning, it's not always easy to know in advance who will give the best advice or when you will come to find it worthwhile. For this reason, stay open and welcome graciously any recommendation you should receive, whoever and wherever they might come from. Maybe they will prove to be useful sooner than you think. Key question: which or whose advice do you need right now to help you reach your goal? Page number 25. Something coming through with that is we can learn from everyone. We can learn from our enemies. We can learn from people we like, we don't like. 2 sides to every story. Learn both. That we can learn from the enemy. We can learn from the enemy because it highlights the enemy within ourselves. There's people I don't agree with. There's people that I really do not agree with, that have done terrible things, that I have been able to learn from their mistakes, learn from their mind, learn from their way of working. Maybe it's something that they're good at. It's like maybe they're amazing at some kind of physical activity that you want to learn, but they're just an asshole. Are you gonna prevent yourself from learning that thing because you disagree with this person's way of being? Or can you open your mind to learn from even those that maybe you disagree with? It's because of looking into certain things that I don't agree with, why I have been able to expand my knowledge on certain things in certain areas, why I've been able to utilize certain things for myself in terms of mind, body, spirit, whatever it is. That thing of the wise man can learn from the fool. You can learn from everything and learn about yourself, how you handle situations. Maybe these situations aren't what you want to deal with, but by you going through these trials and tribulations, how is it going to help you to move along? It's like there's blessings in the lessons. And it's like when we truly forgive, when we truly accept and there's no hurt there, it's not that deep. It feels like something could be triggering because there's an attachment, some kind of cord that needs to be cut, whether it's a friend, an acquaintance, a past lover, someone you're just around. Something needs to go that feels like it's there as like a nostalgic comfort blanket from the past. But it's something that is now delaying you from your purpose. It's like time needs to be invested elsewhere. There's different intentions. Certain individuals aren't going to understand it, and it's like time to work through things to be okay with that. Sacral chakra, sensuality. I encourage myself to express my sensuality and emotions creatively, using all my faculties including touch, voice and actions, and creative abilities such as art, craft, music, acting, cooking, gardening and writing. I practice being aware of and enjoying my senses being nourished and stimulated by the natural world, such as by landscapes, people, weather, animals, aromas and sounds. There's somebody here that's coming in, about to be coming in. It's a very passionate energy. Somebody's very attracted to you physically. It's not really physically in terms of looks as such, but it's like this person, like their love language, it feels like physical touch. There's something here where it's like, this is a very passionate, fiery relationship, whatever this is coming in here. This is coming through now, random. This feels like something coming in that you're never going to expect because you're too focused on what you're up to. I'm going to go current changes and then we'll jump onto that after, okay? Yeah, there's some resistance in taking this leap of faith. If you're isolated right now, it's like, or you feel like 52. The Magician, the Hermit, the Fool. Guys, it's like things are being slowed down to a snail's pace because Spirit's like, nah, you're not making the wrong move this time. Nah, like you're like, nah, I'm not making the wrong move this time. It's not so much about making a wrong move, but it's like you don't want to go back. You want to be sure you're not going back to something you've left. You couldn't go back to this thing if you tried. It doesn't resonate. You've shifted away from this energy. It's like you're not able to invest in it the way you once did. That's why it's draining. That's why it's time to create something new. That's why it's not about how to make something work in the old world, but it's about creating something new, starting again, laying foundations, leaping off in a new direction. Maybe leaving a hometown in which you've always lived. Paddington kind of adventures. Yeah, it's like leaving it all behind. It feels like a loss. But it's that thing of all new beginnings start with an ending. What way are you looking at? Are you focusing on the end or are you focusing on the new? Currently, it looks like you're focusing on the endings. And it's like, you ain't going to be able to focus on nothing when this new love comes in. That's what was coming through. But it's like, don't strength. It's like, don't focus on the endings. Oh, okay, don't focus on the ending. Obviously, there's a reason for that. It's not that easy. Easier said than done. But it's like, okay, even if you are consumed by the sadness and the pain of the ending, still take the leap. It's like, take the leap in sadness, if it's down to taking the leap in sadness or taking it not at all, because these emotions will process on the way, things will shift on the way, things will lighten on the way, but it's going to mean having discipline to master the emotions, to move regardless of the emotion. It's like something wants to get moving. This is going to help things. But you may still be getting over a past situation, past events. Waiting for the thing to come in to boost you. The boost is you taking the leap of faith. The boost is you saying yes to yourself. The boost is you committing. Hierophant. Guys, the full strength Hermit. Got the Eight of Wands. How are you getting in your own way? It's already on the page. Crystal, black opal. Root chakra. Interpretation. Be aware of the things that are blocking your path. Use these to guide you in the right direction, flowing with them rather than challenging them. Opportunities arise for you to study, giving you new skills and ideas that you will need for the future. You need to be active in this, so go to workshops and share with others. Avoid learning things by heart. Instead, look for understanding through practical learning. Take these opportunities when they arise, or you may find they disappear as quickly as they came. Black opal will help you to keep motivated, release blocks from your past, and digest all this new information. So it's really like putting something into action. Something wants to be moved, something like invest in your passion, go out there, be hands-on. It's like instead of just absorbing, learning, reading, studying that kind of way, to really go out there. It's like you can read so many books on fixing a car, but until you've actually had a go at fixing it and done it wrong a few times, you're not going to really get it, how to do it right. Something needs to become part of you, be that muscle memory. Something needs to be released. It's like coming out of yourself, going to places, socializing, networking, having the courage to look like a fool, maybe not be the smartest in the room. That thing is that if you're the smartest one in the room, you're in the wrong room. It's like, be okay with being the novice, be okay with being judged. Do it for you. What are you getting out of it? Focus on what you're gaining. Focus on how it's helping you to move forward, to create, to evolve, to be more connected to yourself. The Devil, Emperor, Temperance. Guys, the major arcana here is mad. The Devil, Temperance, Emperor. There's going to be a huge opportunity. It's like by you putting yourself out there, you're going to be shocked how quickly things come together. It's like you could meet some person at an event that it's like hooks you up to meet a certain person, or like this domino effect of opportunity. You go to one thing, something else comes up, you get offered one opportunity to collab or to do something, whatever it is, or you just find out the information you need to know. Maybe you're just talking to someone and they've just hired a venue, just like the exact venue you're trying to look to hire. Maybe they own something you're looking for. Like, whatever it is, be playful, be spontaneous, follow the feeling, have the courage to invest your time in going to places and doing things that you feel called to do, even if you can't be sure there's going to be a return on the investment of energy, because your gut is not alerting you to these things for no reason. Something big is at play here. The Star, Ten of Pentacles, King of Cups. I don't know if did I show you the black opal on there? Yeah, preparing for the future. It's the energy of ascension going on. The squirrel, the elk, stamina, pacing yourself. The wow. We've got the wow and the deer. The deer's like gentleness in leadership. And the wow, record keeper. 41 and number 4. First page it opened on was number 73. Page number 73. Card number 9, butterfly, transformation. Butterfly that flutters in the morning light, you have known many forms before you ever took flight. Dear, gentleness, dear, so gentle and loving you are, the flower of kindness and embrace from afar. Page number 53 and page number 54. If dear has gently nudged its way into your card, you're being asked to find the gentleness of spirit that heals all wounds. Stop pushing so hard to get others to change and love them as they are. Apply gentleness to your present situation and become like the summer breeze, warm and caring. This is your tool for solving the present dilemma you are facing. If you use it, you will connect with Sacred Mountain, your centering place of serenity, and Great Spirit will guide you. This is something that I've been struggling with recently, about just really respecting everybody's different perspectives, understanding we're all raised in different ways, different cultures, different times, different beliefs, different narratives, different programming has been pushed down our necks from all kinds of things, whether it's who we're around, media, whatever, just like, and it's like when you really believe what you believe, just to really respect that we can all be different, but then having that thing of respect is like, yeah, you're entitled to your belief, but don't project that as a way to disrespect my belief. Because even there's certain narratives out there right now that I'm struggling to deal with as someone that's grown up without those narratives, all sorts of different things that I'm not going to get into right now. But just to really have respect. And sometimes it's hard because I be hearing things that are so ignorant, and I want to like fight to change these people's minds. And it's like, I have to remind myself, like, it's decades of programming, and you can really drain your own energy trying to get people to see through that place of, through the eyes of love, to see how closed-minded, or like, it's like really just to respect people for where they're at. And remember a time where you were maybe not conscious of things that you are today. it's like we've all been there, that learner driver kind of mentality. Like everyone's quick to cut up the learner, but when it's you sitting there as the learner, like you hope for kindness, you hope that people will treat you with some kind of respect. It's like the same kind of thing. We've all had good times, we've all had not so good times. In some kind of way. Of course, it's like that thing, comparison is the thief of joy, of all joy. But it's like, regardless if someone's having better times than you've ever had, it's like on your spectrum there's been ups, there's been downs. But just to always move as you, not to react emotionally in terms of how someone else, it's like dropping into someone else's energy. Because like from the time you start fighting someone because of their ignorance, you become the ignorant one. Feels like really moving from that place of love, letting go of what you can't control, letting people have their opinions, their beliefs, and not letting that poison you in some way, which can be hard, especially like how things are amplified in terms of when it's pushed out, especially through social media. We see so much news, we see so many things happening, maybe just in your personal life, to stay in your heart space. But there's something here about really just remembering who you are and bringing love into everything you do. Remember who you are. Remember. And some of you, this is in terms of ancestrally, you're being asked to bring something forward as a way to honour your ancestors, as a way just to bring some celebration to yourself or remembrance of yourself, to incorporate their essence, which is your essence. But it's going to be different. Maybe there's something specific, maybe a past loved one, or there's something they did, or there's something they had, or there's something they like to do. Maybe take a minute to do this. Maybe it was a hobby, maybe it was a craft, maybe it was a place they like to go. Prepare for the future, guys. This keeps coming through. The squirrel come out earlier and it just come out here. If something no longer grows corn for you, it's time to let it go. All will be taken care of in its own time. Apply this to your fears about the future and they will vanish. Well of mighty oceans, you have seen it all. Secrets of the ages are heard within your call. Teach me how to hear your words and how to understand the very roots of history of when our world began. Page 201, 202. Record keeper. While medicine people are coded in their DNA to understand that sound frequencies can bring up records in the memories of ancient knowledge. They are usually clairaudient or able to hear both very low and very high frequencies. They are usually also psychically developed and fairly telepathic. Many times, however, they are not awakened to their gifts until it's time to use the stored records. Many wild medicine people are able to tap into the universal mind of Great Spirit and have no idea how or why they know what they know. Only later, when they receive confirmation, do they begin to understand how they know or why they receive the impressions. While medicine teaches us to use the sounds and frequencies that balance our emotional bodies and heal our physical forms. To recall why the shaman's drum brings healing and peace is to align with Wow's message. The drum is universal heartbeat and aligns all beings heart to heart. Before the advent of speech and the primordial language, hand signs were used, and many tribes, something's going through about buying a drum and doing that when you first get up. Like the like the handheld drum, or any kind of drum really, but like that's what I'm seeing, like the handheld drum with like the skin on top. The language that was understood was the sounds of great spirits, other creatures, the animals. If you pulled the wild card, you are being asked to tap into these records and to allow yourself to be sung to by those who have the original language. We are the only creatures who do not have our own unique cry or call. Find yours. Allow your voice to use this sound to release tension or emotion. Wow signals a time of finding your origins, of seeing your overall destiny is coded in your DNA, and of finding the sounds that will release those records. You may never be the same again. After all, you are the melody of the universe, and the harmony is the song of the other creatures. In using your voice to open your memory, you are expressing your uniqueness and your personal sound. As you open to this uniqueness, the animals that are your 9 totems may then send their sounds or calls to you or through you. This will open your personal records so that you may further explore your soul's history and commune with Wow, who carries the history of us all. Tower. I'm hearing the Batman theme tune in my head. Monumental shifts. Just let it all fall to the floor. Let it all burn. That's what it's saying. It's like, let it all go. Let things fall where they want to fall. Let people be who they want to be. And get on with your business. The Tower, a card of radical change. Lightning strikes, a fortress crumbles, all that has ceased to serve you, either conscious or unconscious, is being swept away. The canvas wiped clean for the artist's greater vision. Here is opportunity and growth, unexpected awareness, a sudden chance to dramatically alter the landscape of your future. It is a brief moment like a storm in midsummer, the vital life force of creativity and courage gone nova. Carpe diem. Is this them or them? Is this them or them? Think positive. Think positive. It's you. Okay. Guys. It's not even funny because life's only like, God only knows what can really be going on out here in this life. Like, you could really be experiencing all kinds of things that you just can't switch off from. It does feel like dire kind of situations. 8 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles. Feeling physically beat down by, in terms of like something suppressed that's maybe like physically now draining you. It's affecting your physical health, overthinking. Questioning everything. Feels like dark night of the soul kind of energy. Wondering what you've done wrong maybe in past situations. Feeling not good enough. There's something coming through here where it's like you really hit rock bottom, give up in some kind of way. I'm seeing someone laying on the sand. Like they're laying on an island. And there's no one around. And it's like there's no way out. And then suddenly like a path appears, the sun comes out. It's like, by the grace of God, by the God himself, your soul knows the way. Something is, it's like, yeah, on a human level, this is impossible. But it's nearly, it's over. The storm's passing. It's coming to an end. You're going to see clearly, gain clarity. Someone's coming in to knock you off your feet. I don't know what this energy is, but it's fiery, it's passionate, it's completely contrasting to how you're feeling right now. It feels like this person's going to be very like wanting to be all over you, but it's like, this isn't something to worry about. You may feel like this person's after one thing or something physically, or that it's just that. It's not just that. But this person is very, it's like you can see exactly what this person's thinking, what they want to do, what they're like, you know what the intention is. There's some kind of chemistry here that you can't ignore. Which it feels like your mindset's shifting right now, because it's like seeing things, going into this looking for green flags instead of going into it looking for red. This is going to feel too good to be true. It's going to feel contrasting to how you're feeling currently. Because like, this person's really going to be having you feeling on top of the world. It's going to remind you how to feel on top of the world. It's going to remind you how you once did feel. And I know that thing is like, because something's coming through about, are you ready though? Are you ready though? And there's some kind of self-doubt. And what the narrative that's coming through is about how we shouldn't be in a relationship until we've healed ourselves, until we've healed our past relationships. It's like, yeah, tend to what you need to tend to, but healing's lifelong. A lot of the time, certain relationships actually help us to open our heart, to heal the heart, to reconnect to self. It's human to connect, it's human to have partnership, it's human to have support. Be open to that. Because there could be some fear of loss here. Five of Cups. There could be some fear of loss. It's like not wanting to feel good, because it's like, if you feel good, what if you feel good and then fall back to not feeling good? That you'd rather stay on the floor than keep falling to the floor. But it's less damage to stay down than to let yourself come up and feel that joy and come back down. Deep that. That's all you can do on that. It's like, if you really deep that you want to stay feeling shit forever just in case you feel good and then happen to feel shit again, then it's like, that's you really choosing life to be that way. Feels like you're being asked to have fun, being asked to open your heart, open your mind, to let yourself feel good, to release any shame or guilt. This is a very sensual, sexual relationship coming in. This person, it feels like they're going to have all kinds of ways that you haven't maybe experienced before, things that are going to help you to open up to see what you actually like, what you enjoy in terms of the physical sense. But this is bigger than this. This is like, this is going to feel like home. This is home. 52 on the clock. Advert just come up and times 222. Yeah, follow your first instincts. Something's coming through about, please don't ask outside individuals what they think of what you're doing with this person, what this person is, what. Please don't seek validation from those that don't understand. Don't feel like you need to explain yourself or prove yourself or explain why you enjoy certain things. It really could be anything. Something specific's coming through though, like certain fetishes, certain things maybe like in that physical way, whatever it is. It's not going to be that for all of you, but some of you it is that. And it's like not feeling like you need to prove yourself, justify yourself, explain yourself. It feels like you're really being asked to live life how you want to live it, build your home how you want to build it, do things how you want to do them. There's a lot of conflict here mentally. It feels like a lot of internal conflict. Yeah. Guys, some of you are really like knocked down here. Judgment in reverse. 5 of Wands, 8 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles. Some of you really like hit defeat. Feel defeated. Surprise, surprise. That's what I'm hearing. Surprise, surprise. You're not expecting this. It's like too busy looking at what you've already done, what's already going on, and how something's not going the way you really want it, or it's not growing as quick as you want it, or the work's more than the result, or whatever it is. There's something not quite right. Is something ever going to happen? Wondering if the grass is greener, wondering if you should have ever left the grass that you was watering before. It's like, it's time. It was never about what you were doing. It's never about what you were doing. Yeah, you needed to do what you were doing, but it was never really about that. It was about you knowing you're deserving. It's about you knowing you're ready. It's about you giving yourself permission to have the life you deserve. Certain things have needed to happen to push you to even take a stand for yourself in the way of really going after it. Because it's like we can say, yeah, this is what I deserve. But what are you actually doing? How are you proving that that's what you deserve with your actions? How are you going after things? Are you putting yourself in the room instead of waiting to be invited into the room? Are you putting things out there before somebody's told you they like it? It's like, let go to receive. Yeah, there's a new commitment coming in here. It's when you least expect it. It's like you completely, it's wounded warrior kind of energy. This is a complete turning point. This is going to be a whole new chapter, a whole new story of your life. Blank canvas kind of energy, being able to create a new masterpiece with this person. It's like you're going to remember how to get your spark back. It feels like things have just got too much. It feels like hit after hit after hit, or just having to keep fighting. It feels like you needed to fight to the point where you didn't have anything left to give. Where you didn't have anything left to give, where you didn't have any fight left to fight, because you wasn't meant to be fighting. It's like, let it go. Stop fighting to make things fit. They're not fitting because they don't want to fit. There's something better over here. Let go, relax, be ready to receive. We got you. That kind of energy. 49 for Huel. It was worth it. Something else coming through. It was worth it. The seeds that you've planted, the things you've created. Some of you, even if you've created projects, put them out, or created something, put it out, and it's not going how you want it to go. It was necessary to take those steps. Trust, it's not over yet. Something maybe you thought was done, maybe it's still in the making. It could be better than you ever thought that it could possibly be. Something's bigger than you realise right now. Don't be hard on yourself. Don't rush to put anything out for the sake of it. Something else coming through. I see a video earlier about how our dreams, our ideas, our projects, our creations, that they are all alive, that they are a spirit, they have their own spirit, because we are spirit. And how are you treating them? How are you nurturing them? What kind of energy are you putting into them? What kind of things are you mixing with them? What is the intention? Are you being dismissive? Are you rushing? Is it out of desperation? How are you respecting your dreams? Don't lose yourself at the last minute, because it's exactly who you are, why these opportunities and energies are coming in. It does feel like a huge ego death, but you have what it takes to navigate through this. He stands out for his talent and virtue, and his great generosity is revealed in his aura, well respected, a loyal supporter of noble causes. Intellectually open, he leads by the example of his good conduct, Having a well-developed sense of humour, he can make a point without seeming arrogant and expresses himself well. Innovative, unbiased, dynamic and intelligent, he has a great capacity for forgiving the mistakes of others and always judges prudently. Marriage brings him stability and his family is united and harmonious. Physically, he looks after his appearance. Planet Mercury. Reasons for invoking: to bring mental understanding, to find comfort in setbacks, to have divine protection in the search for moral values, to lead us towards spiritual development. Page number 37. I can just hear Mercury, 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 Mercury. All right. Mercury what? Mercury what? The messenger, right? Hawk. Something's coming through. What's this? Mercury, Mercury, Mercury. Hawk. Messenger. Hawk, messenger of the sky, circle my dreams and teach me the message as we fly. Hawk is akin to Mercury, the messenger of the gods. Hawk medicine teaches you to be observant, to look at your surroundings. Observe the obvious in everything you do. Life is sending you signals. Life is the initiation. If you have pulled the Hawk card, then right now a clue about the magic of life is being brought to you. This magic can imbue you with the power to overcome a currently stressful or difficult situation. The test is your ability to observe the nuances of power lurking nearby. Is power the talent you have and are not using? Are solutions always hard to find because you've lost the broader vision of Hawk? Or is the Great Spirit displaying a gift that you need to only receive? Have the colours of the morning inspired you to create? Or has the gloominess of a present situation left you earthbound, unable to hear the voice within, the raindrops splashing on your window? Pay attention. You are only as powerful as your capacity to perceive, receive, and use your abilities. What is called for here is an intuitive ability to discern the message carried within the cry of Hawk. The shrillness of Hawk's call pierces the state of unawareness and asks you to seek the truth. The ancients recognized this magnificent bird of prey as a messenger bringing tidings to their earthwalk, the good red road from the world of the grandfathers and grandmothers who lived before them. If Hawk were to magically cry, it was a sign to beware or be aware. This could mark the coming of a warring tribe, the birth of a child, or the celebration of counting coup. Hawk's cry signalled the need for the beholder to heighten awareness and receive a message. 33 past. Hawk medicine is a totem that is filled with responsibility because Hawk people see the overall view. Hawk is not like Mouse, who sees everything through a magnifying glass. Hawk medicine people are aware of omens, messages from the spirit, and the colour of the calling card you gave them 3 months ago. No detail slips by them unnoticed. Be aware of the signals in your life. Notice and receive them. Hawk may be teaching you to grab an opportunity which is coming your way. On the other hand, Hawk may be bringing you the message that you should circle over your life and examine it from a higher perspective. From this vantage point, you may be able to discern the hazards which bar you from freedom of flight. Remember, Hawk has a keen eye and a bold heart, for Hawk flies close to the light of Grandfather Sun. A crisis will allow you to look into yourself and make an important revelation. The Owl. And then we have Moon in Scorpio. Negative attitudes and fiery arguments are possible at this time. Channel your energies into positive physical activities like decorating or gardening. And the frog wanted to get my attention on the back of the deck here. The path has been cleared for you to make a change that previously seemed unachievable. The Magician, number 1. You have what it takes. You can do anything. Take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be a success. Okay, and then we've got the Herbal Magic book. I'm just going to pull something. You guys asked me, a couple of you, Aurora Kane. This one's by. I'm just going to see what wants to come out. Marjoram. Planet Mercury. Zodiac signs, Aries and Virgo. Energy masculine. Element air. Daily correspondence Wednesday. Marjoram is a marjoram is a sweetly fragrant herb similar to oregano in culinary use. Its small leaves can powerfully influence a number of areas of your life. When included in a bouquet, it may indicate shyness, even blushing at boasting of its powers. Magical properties. Cleansing, purifying and protective, and able to promote love, ease depression and show you the money. Suggested use. Its sweet fragrance used in a sachet can help relieve sadness. Marjoram can be used in love charms or added to food to increase feelings of love. Growing it in your garden adds an instant layer of protection to your home. Keeping a plant in your kitchen can do the same when tended lovingly. Include marjoram as part of a cleansing smudge or ritual. Sweet marjoram, whose tiny leaves belie their magic might, do waft and weave your scented charms to keep my home from plight. Page 127. Be assertive, don't back down from what you believe, courageously stand up for yourself. A windfall of money, advice or assistance, a very successful project, a happy change in your career. I'm going to leave it there, guys. If this did resonate, like, share and subscribe. I'll catch you soon. Sending so much love.